What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of YouTube land? This is Veteran Cav 7374 coming to you once again. And today we're going on a little bit of a rant. This is a both sides of the coin type deal. This rant is actually about pranks. The problem with a lot of these pranks, now first of all, what is a prank? A prank is something that, you pull a joke on a specific person or people, to make everyone laugh. Now that's the other part of this. What makes a really good prank? A prank is when the prankster, prankies, and anybody else watching laughs. Now, the problem with most of the pranksters nowadays is that they have pushed the boundaries too far. I'm actually going to mention a couple of ones that that I know and that I watch. And for those of you guys, if you happen to see this, don't think I'm totally insulting you. I want you to know that there's a very big compliment coming at the end of this. I'm just going on a rant right now, so don't think I'm just totally bad-mouthing you. All right, there is a very huge compliment coming out about your channels, which I will do at the end of this. Now, the first one I'm going to mention is Oct TV. All right, the second one is Denniscee TV, and the other one is FlouseyTUBE, and the final one is MelissaPranks TV. Now, all these guys, they do pranks, okay, and they do other things as well, which I'm going to mention at the end. That's going to be the big compliment part. The reason why I'm mentioning them is because I think you guys, these are my opinions, and I think that you guys should be entitled to your own opinions. You shouldn't just have to listen to me. So if you'd like, go out and watch them. You can actually find them. I have them subscribed to me, and you can find them on my list, and you can find out for yourself. Now, the first things I want to talk about is things that I don't like. Now, I'm also talking about this for new pranksters. All right, things that have been done and things that I think you should be definitely very careful of. All right, and this is why it's in my opinion that they're tasteless and they're not funny and they're dangerous. You can get hurt doing some of these pranks. If you don't believe me, watch some of the TV, watch some of these other channels, and you'll see. Now, the first ones that I want to actually go into is the scripted and lying pranks. Now, the problem with this one is just as it says, it's scripted and lying. Especially the gold digger ones. Now, the gold digger ones are basically where a guy walks up to a girl, he tries to talk to her, and she says, I don't want to be dealing with you. And then all of a sudden, either he pulls out a fat stack of cash or he has a $1 million car. And instantly, she becomes the panty dropper. I'm sorry, that's really not true. Women, not all women are that way. There are some women that are that way. But mostly they're called groupies. They're not just going to be for the average guy on the street. They're literally going to try to take your money or your car and go away. They don't want to deal with you. So that's why I really think that those ones are absolutely horrible because they are lies. They're just scripted. They're no good. No girl is going to turn around and say, well, I'm going to get in the car with the perfect stranger and leave my boyfriend on the curb. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Especially without the boyfriend going after you. So let's try to stay away from those ones, especially the scripted and the lying ones. The objective is to make people laugh. Remember that. And make everybody laugh. Yourself included. Right? Happiness makes the world go round. So the second one that I want to talk about is actually, and I'm sort of grouping these together here, but it's the evasive ones where you've invaded someone's space, insulting someone, the bodily fluids, and the threatening and harassing. All right? Now, the threatening, harassing, and insulting and invasive, they're really grouped together. The thing is, you're taking up someone's personal space. So in one of them, and I kind of like the way they did it. They did two parts to it. They were sitting on someone's lap and saying, let's see what people do. Well, the guys were sitting on all the guys' laps, okay, and then they brought in a girl, and the girl was sitting on guys' laps. So it's a little bit biased in the first place because I didn't see her sitting on any girl's lap. So, but either way, you're invading someone's space. Right, and yeah, they got ticked off, and punches were thrown. Now, I'm not gonna lie, all right, I actually find that most of the time the funniest parts of the video when somebody gets punched in the face because they got it coming to them. Right, the insulting ones, all right, the insulting ones deal with one that says, guy walks up and says, you want to kiss my ass, and but he doesn't show him right at the bat. He just walks up to somebody and says, you want to kiss my ass, and he's got this little. Maybe Eeyore or another donkey. This little figurine. I think it's Eeyore. Eeyore's a donkey. So originally people get a kick out of it, but not everybody. And he winds up getting punched in the face. I feel bad for the guy, but it's funny to me. I'm sorry, you had it coming. All right. So let's try to stay away from those and be more creative. All right. Things that's going to make everybody laugh. Now, the threatening or harassing, those ones are, and look, these guys, they don't directly threaten or harass anybody, but the way they come off is threatening, harassing. This is what I mean is I don't I don't like these ones. Maybe you have a different opinion. But now you're asking somebody for directions. And then all of a sudden, next you know, they'll go to give you directions. And they say, oh, don't talk to me that way. Wait, you just asked somebody for directions for something. And then you're asking them again, and they're trying to give you the directions. You're saying don't talk. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. That's harassing someone. Or even, you know, the one where the girl turns around and she asks somebody, oh, where's the nearest McDonald's? And somebody goes to tell her, and she's like, oh my God, why'd you say it that way? That's not funny. You've actually thrown somebody off their guard in a sense. So if you're going to do something, you guys can come up with a lot better. There's a lot more creativity, especially in this mind that everybody has. There's a lot more of it there. Now, the last part of this one is the bodily fluids. Guys, this is just, it's already pushing the limits when it was first done, and now it's even gone beyond that. You're either taking a yellow-colored liquid or Nutella, and you're putting it on someone's hand or sneakers. Meanwhile, you're asking them for toilet paper. Do you happen to have any toilet paper? And the person's being nice enough and saying, yeah, here you go. And then you put something on their hand or their sneaker. That's not funny. You know, first of all, if I was in the stall next to you and I decide to be nice and give you some toilet paper, and you put nobody's thinking it's Nutella, which doesn't make it funny. It really does not. What I find funny is how these guys all of a sudden, everybody turns afraid like, oh, wait, it's a prank. Understand, when you prank somebody, if you have to turn around and literally stop somebody from going after you and tell them, wait, you're being recorded, it's a prank. It's not a prank then. You've upset people, and that's not good. You've invaded someone's space, you've insulted them. That's not funny. Don't, guys, for the new guys doing the pranks with that, don't do that stuff. All right? Don't. That's not what makes a prank funny. All right? And that's going to go with basically our next one right here, next two. This is what I mean. The simulated stealing and the bodily fluids. Excuse me, not the bodily fluids, the fake murders. Now, these two are pushing it way too far. You're causing people to react in a certain situation. You're going to get hurt. And it's happened. Luckily, it hasn't gone too far. But it's gone far enough. Now, I want you to imagine, you're walking down a dark street, and all of a sudden somebody drops a fake body, and then all of a sudden a clown pops out, and here's the chainsaw going. Guys, this is not a good situation right off the bat, because now, what's the first two things that come into your mind? Fight or flight. Now, most of these videos are people are running away. This guy's got a chainsaw, I'm out of here. But what about the outside influence? Now, first of all, I want you to think about this. You don't know these people. You don't know what mentality they have. So, how many people would actually carry a weapon to defend themselves? And I'm not talking about a gun. I'm talking about the average person. That's it. Little pocket knife. But that's enough to kill you. And you know what? By the time you tell them, because you have a fake chainsaw, and this guy says, well, I'm not letting you kill my girlfriend or my mother, my father, whoever. I'm not letting you kill me. All right? So now he runs up. By the time you say, wait, it's a prank, it's too late. It's too late. You're already dead. It's not funny. Now understand what the consequences are. You're dead. Or someone in your crew is dead. Because this was a funny prank. Well, guess what? All right? And I'm sorry to say it. This guy now goes to jail for killing you because he thought he was defending himself over your prank. Not funny, guys. You're taking your lives in your hands and you're destroying other lives. You have way too much. That's too much of a possibility. And let me tell you something. Here's the other thing. Now let's say there's an off-duty cop that you decide to pull this prank to. And he thinks he's just defending his family, his wife, his girlfriend, whoever. All right? This guy comes out with the chainsaw. He draws. He's not going to hear. All right? Wait, it's a prank. Oh, my God. All right? He's going to draw, and at that point, he's going to do what he has to do to defend his family. Now, as I said, one of your teammates dies, this guy goes to jail, and his family's lives are destroyed. And let's say it's a cop that's actually just walking by doing his beat, doing his regular patrol. And he happens to see this, comes up, says, get your hands up. And before he can react, there's 3 or 4 of you guys out there. Because I've seen that scenario. Guess what? You know what? This guy decides to shoot because he's defending people. He's doing his job. He now loses his badge. He loses his job. One of your guys is dead. And his family is now crushed. So's your family crushed. This is not funny, guys. You can't be doing that stuff. You really can't be. That's pushing the boundaries way too far. Somebody's going to get hurt. Now, I want you to understand, you guys are not, all right, impractical jokers. You are not Fear Factor. You are not the Jerky Boys. And you are not Scare Tactics. You are none of those. Those are shows that are done by professionals. Now, first of all, I'm going to be honest. I really don't think Impractical Jokers is funny at all. All right? I start watching it, and I'm like, this is just stupid. I find them very... Every one of these things here that they do, I find it very invasive. But now what they have is they have security around them. All right? It's more of a controlled environment. You think they're just random with this stuff. And by the way, it's not funny because it's only funny to them. They're the ones that are sitting there going, oh my God, ha 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 ha. I don't get why people really find that funny. It's not funny to me. And as I said, look, these are people that are in a controlled environment. They have security around them. They have more than you have. You're talking about 5 or 6 of your friends. You go out there, you throw a little prank. It's no good. You're talking about a difference between 30 or 40 people compared to 5 or 6. All right? So, that stuff, I want you guys to be careful about it. Really, seriously, someone's going to get hurt. Enough's enough with that. Now, here's the other thing that I want you guys to really watch their shows for, their channels. And I will call them the real-world scenarios. Okay? These have a lot of creativity in them, a lot of thought process. There's a lot that goes into these. And I will also call them what would you do scenarios. There's like the TV show, What Would You Do? Well, all these channels here have come up with these great ideas of would you take advantage of a blind man? What would you do if you seen a child on the street? What would you do? And you have to see the reactions. These are honest, good reactions. And this is where I will tell all you channels out there, the compliments are going to come in. Guys, I give you 2 very big thumbs up for this because you guys have actually, and I've seen them and you've touched me and I think they're wonderful. You're literally getting a message out there that is so grand. It's so good. You're getting the truth out there. You've done the sexual predator one. That's just a couple ones that I can remember off the top of my head. The sexual predator, the child on the street. Would you take advantage of a blind man? Those ones, those scenarios are, they're solid. They're not scripted. They're true. I'm like 100% true. They're emotional. Right? And they get a message out. And it's such a positive message. So to everybody out there, you know what? I think that you guys should run with that. Try to do more of those. Now, for those of you that are thinking about doing pranks or something like that, you know what? You may want to watch any one of these YouTube channels that I've mentioned. All right, once again, I'll mention them again. It's Oct TV, it's Denniscee TV, it's FlouseyTUBE, and it's MelissaPranks TV. You can find them in my subscriptions. I subscribe to them. As I said, I do watch them. But if you're thinking about doing pranks and things like that, watch them. You might get some do's and don'ts. You might realize that, you know what? I have a different idea from what they did. You might also realize, oh, well, this has already been done. Let's not do it. But as I said, watch them. Right? And you know what? These are also only my opinions, guys. So you know what? If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, whatever the case may be, write it down in the comment section below. Let me know. Or if you think that, you know what, there's another channel that I should have added in there that's really good, that's really funny, let me know. Well, guys, I'm glad that you guys watched this. I hope you enjoyed it. All right? I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I got a loss for words there. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Either way, you know what? Once again, keep pranking, but keep the pranks good. Keep good, clean fun in there. All right? Remember, happiness is what makes the world go round. This is Veteran Cav 7374 signing out.